March 20th. Guess this is like kind of like the end of week one of this social distancing quarantine. I hope you're still holding up wherever you are in the world. I am very lucky here in Jacksonville. Golf courses are still open, so I can get out there. But they're also incredibly busy. Like the first tee time at my place every day is like 5:30 because it is spring break as well. So things are super, super busy. So today's video, I want to talk about some things we can do while stuck inside to still become a better golfer. I want to focus on three things: your mind, your body, and your game. We're up in my bedroom, so obviously we're going to talk about the mental side, the things you can improve when you're stuck inside. Meditation. Meditation is a huge thing. Mindfulness, it's a bit of a buzzword right now, but a lot of people do it. A lot of elite performers do it, have been doing it for a long time. I've been practicing mindfulness for like 5 years now, since 2015. There's different apps you can do. Headspace, Calm, Insight Timer, that's another one. I'm not going to recommend one over another. They're all great, but practicing mindfulness, meditating is something that will benefit your golf game because it's going to give you the ability to control your focus, control your breathing, be kind of emotionally pretty level throughout the highs and lows of a round of golf. So it's something really good for that. And then obviously just the benefits for your life are paramount and endless. So I can't recommend mindfulness enough. Reading. You can see my bedstand right there. I've got a book right there. I'm always reading. There's so many books and amazing things by amazing minds that have been written to help you become a better performer in golf, in business, in school, and in whatever. Just becoming an elite performer. There's just so many great books out there that can help that. I always talk about Zen golf. If you want to talk about a specific golf book that's going to help your mind, but also your body and your game, all of that, I would say Zen golf. All of Ryan Holiday's books, Ego is the Enemy, Stillness is the Key, The Obstacle is the Way. We've got so much time on our hands, so why not crack open some books every once in a while instead of just staring at a TV or staring at our phones? Do something that's feeding your brain. Last thing, another thing that is a healthy use of your time is podcasts. There's so many podcasts out there that are created to give you tips, tricks, education on how to just be a better person, performer, all of that. Earn Your Edge podcast is a golf-specific podcast that I listen to. It's probably the only golf podcast I listen to. There's just so many great interviews there. There's so many great... Ryan Holiday, that's how I discovered Ryan Holiday, was from that podcast. They interviewed him because they interview elite performers, and Ryan is an elite author, communicator, so that's how I discovered him. Gary Vee's podcast, Lewis Howe's School of Greatness, another awesome podcast. And if you dig down that rabbit hole, you're going to find so many great podcasts that you can invest half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour of this free time, this endless free time that we have for the foreseeable future, and listen to some nuggets, some goodness that's going to help you be a better performer on the golf course, better performer in work, school, business, whatever it is, and ultimately in your life. So these are some things you can do for your mind. I'm going to get out of my bedroom, go down to the garage, and let's talk about the things we can do for our bodies. What can we do during this off-season, forced indoor quarantine, social distancing? How can we work on our bodies when gyms are closed, when a lot of our creature comforts are taken from us? First thing, obviously, is just move. Just try to work out as best as you can. Some people will have a home gym set up. That's amazing. Some people will not. Kelly and I, we have a bike, we have a few weights, and we have a gym floor. So we're doing what we can. That's all you can do. You got to keep moving because your body wants to be lazy right now because there's just so much crap going on, and it's easy to just kind of sit and take it all in and lose that motivation, especially if you're stuck working from home, you're out of your routine. You can just work on your squats, lunges, push-ups, sit-ups, like just set a baseline and just try to better that. If you can do 50 crunches in a row, just work to try to do 60 in a row and just kind of build yourself up that way. Just set some sort of physical benchmark and try to improve, because that's what this is all about. We want to use this time, this quarantine, this lockdown, this social distancing to better ourselves. We're forced into something we don't want to be in, so how can we make the most of it? It's like that that adage of when you're faced with something negative, you have two choices, get bitter or get better. We want to get better. Then another thing I would recommend for your body, and it actually is the sponsor of this video, it's Bays. Bays Nutrition. I've been working with Bays since last summer, and I've talked about them on Instagram, and I've talked about them in some videos before. It's an amazing thing that allows you to get the most out of your body. They send you a blood test at home, very painless. Do it. It collects enough blood in a couple minutes. You send that back to their labs, and then through reading your blood, they'll be able to determine what your nutrient levels are at. If you have a surplus in one area or a deficiency in another area. For me, on my most recent blood test, I had a surplus of vitamin D, but I was deficient in vitamin E and omega-3s. So from that, they create a personalized vitamin plan that they send you and you take daily. So I'm taking my vitamins right now, and my personalized vitamins are vitamin E and omega-3. So I'm going to do that for a couple months, and then I'm going to do another blood test, and from there see kind of where I've progressed. And taking care of your body is more than just the physical outside. You got to take care of the inside of it. So eating well, getting the proper vitamins in your body is huge. I overlooked vitamins for so long, would take multivitamins here or there, gummy ones, because I'm a kid at heart, and it would just be like that. Or I would take fish oil here and there, and like that would be it. Whereas in the last couple of years, especially since breaking my arm last year, I decided I need to take the inside of my body very seriously. I take my mind very seriously. I take the outside of my body very seriously. But the inside of my body, diet and nutrition was something that I'd always overlook. And linking up with Bays, it's amazing. I love that I have confidence in the vitamins I'm taking because it's backed by science that's catered to me. So if you want to try Bays, you can get 50% off. They're hooking you up because you watch this channel and you believe in me like they believe in me, and they're hooking you up. So the link's below. Use the code Andrew50 for 50% off. And I mean, we're sitting around doing nothing, so why not try it? Just get the blood test, give it a go, see what your nutrient levels are like, and start taking some vitamins. And when we come out the other side of it, you're gonna be doing something good for your body. So that's it. Thank you to Bays for believing in my career, my channel, and yeah, it's awesome. So I really hope you guys take advantage of that. And the last thing for the body, I would say, would be stretching. Yeah, we talk about working out, we talk about the inside. Stretching. If you can afford like a Theragun, or I have a Vibration Labs gun, if you can do that kind of stuff, like we can't go get massages right now, but stretch, download some yoga, stretch. It's so important for the body. Like I did a workout yesterday. I did squats, lunges, running, push-ups, and crunches. Like my legs are rubber, but I'm stretching. I'm really trying to get the lactic acid buildup out of there, and it's just something you can't overlook if you're working on strengthening your body. You need to lengthen the body, and it's only going to be good for your golf game because flexibility is key, especially if you have some strength behind that flexibility. So pretty simple things you can do for your body right now on this break, off season. I mean, but this is stuff you can do on the off season as well. Come if you're in the winter and you have no grass, it's snow like what I had in Canada growing up. Do these things to make your body better. Pair it with the stuff I said upstairs to make your mind better, and all of a sudden when you're able to golf again, you're going to be ready to perform, like peak performance. That's what we're after. Let's go into like the living room and hit some golf shots. For me, I'm doing this in my living room, but if you do have a basement, I would encourage you to do this in your basement. What I want you to do is get a wedge, and I have some wiffle balls here. We're working on our spot landing. The best short game players in the world focus on where they want to land the golf ball when they're hitting a chip shot. And that's what we can work on when we're stuck inside. A lot of people think, oh, I can't get to the golf course, I can't do what I have to do. Well, you can do stuff inside that's going to allow you to transition to the golf course very, very easily. If you want to do this with real golf balls and you're in the basement, you can do that. If you have ping pong balls, that works. Just going to hit chip shots here off of the carpet. You're going to set up a cup, pillow, set up things that you can land it on, and you'll have a way of knowing if you hit it or not. I'm going to fill up a cup with a little bit of water, and that's what we're going to try to land my ball into. And this is just forcing me to focus my attention on where I want this golf ball to land. but you get the gist of it. You're focusing where you want to land the golf ball, and that's a huge, huge skill to acquire, whether you want to do it for a block of time or a block of 20 shots, 15 shots, or if you're doing a cup, I got to get it 5 times. Like, just set your benchmark and focus on that. And then when you get back out to the golf course, when we're allowed to get back out to the golf course, you're going to have great control of your golf ball. Second indoor drill we can do is get a putter. It doesn't have to be the putter you use, just a putter that has a flange on the back. Because what you're going to do is you're going to put a coin in there. I've got a nickel, and this is going to be an indoor drill we can do that's going to help us with the sequencing, the rhythm, everything good about our putting strokes. And essentially, I just want to make strokes without having that fall out. You can do it with a ball, you can do it without a ball. It doesn't really matter. If my transition is too quick, oh, look at that. If you've got a little too much hit in the stroke or too much release, the nickel will fall out. And take some strokes with a coin back there. It's going to really help you with the rhythm, the flow, the tempo, whatever word you want to describe of your putting stroke. Last indoor thing for your game is just a training aid. It's not this particular training aid, it's just any training aid that you like or have that you can use inside. Like I said, if you have high enough ceilings or you can make swings outside into a net or something like that, well then that's your training aid. Like if I had a net and I could swing into a net, I would use my Gabe Golf swing trainer and I would work on my sequencing like that. If I could hit shots, I'd use some of those training aids. But if you can't, if you're stuck inside, if you have maybe a short weighted club, that's one thing to do. But this is a training aid that I like to use out on the range, the Gravity Fit trainer. But I can use it in here. And essentially this is a thing that helps me with my width, my posture, just a lot of good things. And because of the resistance in it, ingrain a little bit of muscle memory, so it helps me with my posture right there. And I want to make sure I keep this tension all the way back and then all the way down. I can do it with a club, I can do it without a club. The plane mate, that's another one that you can do inside with just little half swings. So this is my third indoor social distancing quarantine tip for your game, is just find a training aid that you like, that you can use inside. That's it. I hope my little indoor tutorial of things to do to pass the time has helped you. Let me know down below what you're doing. I mean, it's a weird time. A lot of us are stuck inside, and I'm not taking it for granted that I can get outside, that I can play golf, and I'm hoping to use that time in a positive way and just share some joy, some fun, some golf, because a lot of us can't watch golf anywhere else right now. So I hope you're enjoying that. Let me know down below what you're doing. Let's start a little dialogue about what everybody's doing, how everyone's handling this. I hope you're staying safe, clean, washing your hands, and listening to what we're supposed to be doing, because if we listen, I believe this should pass faster than if we don't listen, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.